Now, in the court of law, they don't choose parenting based off of who, because of what you lost, or because, because what I would say personally is, what, since she doesn't get to keep the guy, let her keep her baby. Since, I know what it feels like to lose my daughter, or blah, blah, blah. I know what you're trying to do is trying to get me to have sympathy as a woman, but I'm looking at the person who took responsibility of the child. I'm thinking like the judge would think. I'm not thinking like, oh, I feel sorry for you because of this, because I'm just thinking out of responsibility. Now, if it was up to me, this is not my daughter, so she's not my responsibility. She's Zach's daughter, which would make her my responsibility. But I'm thinking more about Zach's life versus Capri's life. So I'm thinking about Zach's future versus of me spending years raising a child that's not mine when I could be raising Zach, helping Zach be a better man, helping Zach feel better about himself, helping Zach heal. That's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It might not be easy. I don't know. I'm hoping I can get him to listen. And not even just to listen. It's not about him not being able to listen. It's about working on his physical. It took me 8-9 years to get to this point. I was so broken and so damaged. So I'm not going to have time. I'm just thinking I don't have time to be a mother. This is what it's going to take. You're going to spend all your years, 20 years from now, 20 years raising this little girl, and and missing out on your own growth, right? As an adult, as a what? I don't know, what are you, 27, 28 years old? Right? You still have a lot of growing up to do, and you still have a lot of things to learn, that growing up to be a young parent can make you a premature adult. A premature adult, meaning you're not going to get a chance to become the better adult that you can be and that you will be if you take the time out to tend to your personal needs, right? Now, if you can get a babysitter, 24-hour babysitter, if you can afford that, I mean, you're going to spend all your hours and years working and working and working just to be able to afford something that's going to, basically keep you from your own self-healing. That's up to you. If you want to choose this family for you guys to grow with this daughter and to do this, that's completely up to you. Like I said, if we're twin flames, we don't need to rush to be together, right? If we're twin flames, and you can wait, and if you can wait, then wait. You know what I mean? But don't have me suffering. Don't let me suffer without you when I could have somebody here with me, comforting me while you're with someone else, right? Don't be selfish, because that's the life that you chose. That's the life that you chose. So why have me live by myself and you tell me, oh, let me love you from a distance and make love to you from a distance while you have your own little family, but leave me alone when I could have a man here comforting me while you become, to me, I'll call you a coward. A fucking coward. You can go with your fucking kids. That's how I feel. Go with your fucking kids, and I don't care if they think I'm crazy, if I've lost my mind, and with your fucking woman, and you guys enjoy your lives. Right? That's how I feel personally. I don't care. I don't care. That's how I feel. Right? And that's the honest truth. And so, whether people are going to say, oh, she's an unstable parent, okay, that's fine. I don't care if they think I'm unstable. Because first of all, one thing I have to let you know is an unstable parent will tell you and be honest. Me, honestly, I'm not going to lie if I'm not stable. Right now, I can't be a parent. I can't do this. I can't tolerate this. I don't have time to pick up spoons, drop spoons, pick up spoons, drop spoons. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of energy. I might hurt myself trying to help, trying to be a parent to this little girl when I have a lot of more work to do on myself. I have plans for my future. I have plans for my own future. I'm not thinking about nobody else's survival except for my own. And Zach, quote unquote, I always say that when I'm upset, Zach is quote unquote being my quote unquote twin, whatever. I don't fucking care. He's his survival is my number one thought. I'm not thinking about, and all I could think of is that, since she didn't get to keep the guy, let her keep the baby. That's what I would think. And I will file a restraining order because she has proven not to be safe for Zach, right? And so a restraining order will be put on her, and she cannot come around me and Zach ever, not even to visit, not to bring her baby over. She has to take full custody of the baby, because she's not going to use that baby to bring Zach around and all this bullshit. I don't have time for this. We have a whole world to help out. We have a lot of work to do. We don't have time to play stupid mind games with adult women, with adult children, right? Just like you didn't like the way she was treating you when you were minding your business, and she got all in your plate, all in your food while you're making food, causing you to burn yourself. This is the kind of behavior that I'm not going to tolerate around me and around my partner or around my children, right? I can't have this woman anywhere near me or him. She's a threat, because first of all, there is knives involved. There is hot food involved. She's bringing in her attitude when she could be busy raising Capri. She's asking all these questions, but she's not ready to be serious about parenting, right? I mean, you had a man that was good to your children, did right by you, made sure he was nice to Capri, made sure that he loved her, he took great care of her, saying his goodbyes, definitely saying his goodbyes, letting, so she would remember that, hey, at least I was there for you, creating good karma. But I guess when the cameras are off, you decide to fool around and do your own thing. I don't know. Where is this camera coming from? I don't even know where it's at. And the fact that they're really good at making the camera not even look like, I mean, the zooming in and everything. I wonder how they got her to be a part of the to do her thing. Like, you see how the camera is zooming in. Well, it looks like they edited somehow. I don't know who was recording anyway, right? But overall, all I can say is that, you have all this parenting to do, and you're busy asking stupid questions as if you don't watch porn, or you don't know how to please yourself, right? And then trying to involve him in these sexual activities with his daughter and food. This is all raising the child the wrong way, right? But that's none of my business. That's none of our business. The only person that is my business in this relationship is Zach. That's the only person that's my business. That's the only person I'm looking at, right? So, at least to me, as I see it, is at least she has her own little. At the end of the day, I don't know what they're doing to Capri, and I do understand that Zach might be afraid of what they might, but he's not talking to me. That's the issue. He's not telling me enough. Zach wants me to play the guessing game, and that tells me that he's not serious about this. I'm more serious than he is, because he gets in a position where he can finally open up to me and tell me, and we can really get this done. And you trying to rush me to cover this, but when you had the chance to talk to me, you didn't even want to say shit, because you're not physically ready to face it. I understand that, but what time do you have? You don't have that much time. And that tells me that you're not ready. You're not ready to be a parent either. You're not ready. You look like you're ready. You're doing a good job. Their love is there, which is the first step to being a parent, is loving your child. But if you're not ready to be honest, to save your own kid, how are you going to protect your kids? How are you going to do that? You have to work on yourself first before you become a parent. The fact that these people are controlling everything that you do, you're not mentally ready. They're telling you, she's telling you to do whatever, do whatever she's asking you to do, wink in the camera, when there is this whole entire responsibility, So what are you going to bring? What are you going to come to do. Like, I don't understand. I don't want problems. I've had enough problems